Today, we're learning from Eckhart Tolle, a world-renowned spiritual teacher and best-selling author of The Power of Now. He's helped millions of people quiet their minds and find peace in the present moment. In this video, he teaches us how to calm that noisy voice inside our heads, the one that stresses, judges, and never stops talking. Ever catch yourself lying in bed staring at the ceiling, and suddenly your brain turns into a full-on drama channel? Yeah, that's overthinking, and believe it or not, it's become kind of a human habit. Over time, our thinking evolved, which sounds great, but now most of us think way more than we actually need to, and not the helpful kind of thinking either. It's the kind that creates problems that don't even exist, like worrying about something that might happen next week. That overthinking? It's a major cause of unnecessary stress and unhappiness, and most people don't even realize it's happening. Now here's where things get interesting. There's this constant voice in your head. No, not that kind of voice. You're not crazy. Everyone's got it. It's the running commentary that never shuts up. It's always judging, planning, regretting, comparing. That voice? That's self-talk. Sometimes you hear it as I, like I should have done that better. Other times, weirdly enough, it switches to you. You really messed that up. And then there's a third voice that chimes in like, why can't I stop thinking about this? Yep, still you. But here's the breakthrough. The first real moment of awareness. Just realizing that this voice exists. Noticing that your mind is constantly talking, and you are not that voice. Most people walk around with that nonstop mental chatter and think it's totally normal. And yeah, it is normal. But that doesn't mean it's helpful. In fact, if that voice was speaking out loud 24/7, you'd probably get labeled as insane. But because it's silent, we just call it life. Funny, right? You ever see someone walking down the street mumbling to themselves, and you think, whoa, that guy's definitely lost it. But let's be honest, you might be doing the exact same thing, just silently, in your head. I should have said this. Why didn't I say that? Next time they say that, I'll say this. And it just keeps going, like a mental soap opera on loop. Or worse, you're lying in bed, wide awake, and boom, your brain hits play on the what-if show. What if this goes wrong? What if they say that? What if everything falls apart? Suddenly you're spiraling. One thought leads to another, and another, and another. And before you know it, your heart's racing, your chest is tight, you can't breathe. But here's the wild part. Your body doesn't know you're just thinking about danger. It reacts like there's a real threat happening right now. Your nervous system sounds the alarm. Code red, we're in danger. Even though, in reality, you're just lying in bed, staring at the ceiling. And those emotions you feel, anxiety, panic, uneasiness, that's your body reacting to your mind, not the world. Now here's where it gets serious. If you keep living in that loop, year after year, it wears you down. That stress, that fear, that constant overthinking, it chips away at your health. It drains your energy. It even weakens your body's ability to fight off illness. Now, here's the thing. For a lot of people, that voice leans negative. Not always, but often enough. You could have the most beautiful day, say a fun reunion or an epic sunset. You might remember it briefly and smile like, that was nice. But when something bad happens, someone ignores you or says something rude, oh, your brain grabs that like it's Netflix and popcorn. Suddenly it's, why did he say that? Next time I'll say this. He always does this. And boom, you're in a mental loop. Same scene, different day. It's wild, but our brains feed off negative thoughts more than positive ones. It's like junk food for the mind. But seriously, our mental and emotional state shapes our world more than we think. The people we meet, the jobs we get, even the stuff that happens to us. There's a real link to what's going on inside. I saw this in my own life. As a kid, I was pretty unhappy, and my mind kept repeating the same old story. Bad things always happened to me. And sure enough, what they did. That's when I realized I wasn't just living my life, I was narrating it badly. The first step to waking up spiritually or otherwise is noticing that voice, realizing it's there, and then realizing most of it is just noise. Now, don't get me wrong, thinking is normal. It's part of being human. But ask yourself, are you aware of your thoughts? Or are you trapped in them? you can start noticing patterns and those same thoughts that keep popping up like reruns. You might even see it in others before you see it in yourself. Like at family dinners, some people say the exact same stuff every year. You already know what Uncle Bob's going to say about your life before he even sits down. That's the power of unconscious thought patterns, stuck on repeat. But when you finally spot one in yourself and go, oh, wow, this again? That's a breakthrough. That's awareness. And from there, everything starts to shift. That part of you that notices your thoughts, that's not another thought. That's awareness. It's the quiet space behind the noise. The part of you that realizes, hey, my brain is kind of acting like a drama queen right now. And once you notice that voice, especially the negative stuff like worry, you start to see how much of it is just unnecessary. Most people don't even realize how cluttered their minds are. It's like having a radio playing in your head 24/7, commentating on everything. You meet someone new, instant judgments. You hear an opinion, boom, you've already taken a side in your head. I like it. I hate it. That's dumb. That's smart. And without realizing it, you become attached to those thoughts like they're part of your identity. But here's the trap. If deep down you constantly feel like you're not enough, your brain starts thinking the solution is to do more, achieve more, be more. So you hustle, you grind, you chase goals. But guess what? That feeling of not enough doesn't go away because the real issue isn't out there. It's inside. The only way to move past that emptiness is to go within, not to become someone better, but to realize who you already are. Beneath all the thoughts, worries, and labels, that quiet awareness, that's you. And that's where the real peace lives. Oh, and before I go, smash that subscribe button like it's your alarm clock on a Monday morning. I'll see you in the next one.